Hey guys, it's Dr. Michaela here from Active Life Chiropractic in Rapid City, South Dakota. Today we're going to be talking about some sinus massage and some sinus relief for babies that are extra congested, especially around allergy season or sick season. This is going to be really important to get the gunk out of the sinuses, out of the ears, draining down into the throat so that we don't have bacterial buildup in the ears, especially for things like sinus infections and ear infections, okay? So first we're going to start off with a little bit of sinus massage. Now we'll start off with the frontal sinus, which is along the baby's eyebrow line. So if you want to feel your baby's forehead, if you just drop down, you should feel a pretty big ridge along their eyebrow. The sinus is located in a little divot right at the inner border of the ears, about lining up there. And so with the sinus massage, what you want to do with this is you're going to take your thumbs or your fingertips and you're just going to add a little bit of pressure and sweep from the middle to the outside. And you'll feel the ridge across where you're sweeping, and you can kind of go down around the eyes when you do this, okay? Just gentle pressure is needed, and we'll just do a few swipes here. Next, we'll go to the maxillary sinus, which is located just on the cheekbones, okay? So this is located about, I would say, a centimeter or so below the eyes, and it depends on your baby's face shape for sure. But you'll start off kind of at the sides of the nose, and you want to sweep down and out. So this sinus can get really stuffy and swelled, especially if they have a lot of congestion in this area, especially if they're dealing with allergies. This is the same sinus that can cause pressure in us adults if we get congested and can lead to headaches. So once you do a lot of the sinus massage, what's going to happen is all of that congestion is going to kind of go towards their eustachian tube, which is the tube that runs from the ear down to the throat, okay? So you can do the same kind of massage here. I like to do it with their head facing, or with their head closer to me, facing away from me. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna use your thumb and use light pressure to sweep down from the ear to the throat, okay? You don't wanna press too hard in this area, just light sweeping motions is all that we need, okay? We want to make sure that we do this on both sides. And again, we're clearing out the congestion from the ear so that there's no bacterial buildup. Another thing we can do is some ear mobilization. So obviously this baby's ears don't move, but in your baby, you can grab their earlobe and do small circles. This is just gonna, again, add some mobilization to the ear area and let some ventilation into the ear, okay? Lastly, we're gonna do a little ventilation technique. What you're gonna do is you're gonna use the palm of your hand and cup your baby's ear. You're gonna feel like a little suction technique here. And so what it's gonna feel like is a little vacuum in their ear. And I just want you to pump back and forth, and you'll feel the air kind of puff underneath your fingers or underneath your palm. And you're just adding some airflow into the ear so that we can properly drain the ear into the throat, okay? Again, you can do all of these, the sinus sweep, the eustachian tube sweep, the ear circles, and the ear pumps. You can do these about 2 or 3 times throughout the day, just with a few swipes in each area. Do it while they're nice and happy or if they're sleepy, and this will be really important for preventing some ear infections, preventing sinus infections, and all around just getting things moving so that baby's not uncomfortable, okay? If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments or call our office today.